I'm Tom, and am I the only one that thinks that British boxing at the moment is in an excellent position? I mean, I'm not saying many people necessarily saying it's failing or falling, but I'm not saying it really get the credit it deserves. I think British boxing currently is in a fantastic position. I think it's in an excellent position, but I seem to see a lot of people saying that it's not in a great position, it's not doing so well, it's not flying like it really is. But actually, I think it's well on its way to being the second biggest sport in the country. Look, it's not going to be the biggest sport in the country. That's reserved solely for football. Football's huge in Britain. It's absolutely massive. And I don't really see anything eclipsing that. Certainly not in my lifetime. But boxing, you got cricket, rugby, maybe athletics that sort of toss it up for that second spot. I think boxing's well in that mix now. It dropped down maybe fifth, but it sort of climbed and climbed and climbed. And like I say, you've got rugby, which is big in the UK. Rugby league's big up north. And you've got, cricket, which is obviously a big sport as well. I think athletics is growing. Darts is somehow massive now. But really, I think boxing's catapulted itself well into that mix. And it's going to keep doing that for years to come. I mean, look at the future stars you've got coming up into boxing. You've got Moses Satauma, future heavyweight prospect, who looks phenomenal. He will be an AJ. He will be. He's exciting to watch. He's charismatic. He's young. Bright future. He will be another AJ. Fantastic future there. You got Adam Azim, you've got Ben Whittaker in the lower weight divisions. And then you look at the now, you've got Daniel Dubois, who will rule the heavyweight division. You got Vidal Riley seems to be, making moves. You got Nick Ball's doing great jobs. You got Conor Benn, Chris Eubank. Look what they've just done in the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And then you've got the old aging superstars that have the ability to have record-breaking numbers in the likes of Fury and AJ. I suppose Chris Eubank falls into that category just due to age, right? But you got that, Fury AJ, make no mistake, is a colossal fight. And I don't really see how boxing's not in a fantastic space right now. You got grassroots level, the ABCs, the amateurs, doing fantastically well. Seems to be thriving. You got the women boxing. You got Caroline Dubois. You've got Price, Katie Taylor. You know what I mean? You've got these names that are doing it for the women's sport. It's not just. I know Katie's Irish, but British, and you get what I'm trying to say. That I just on the British boxing scene, and look at where American boxing is. They've got no heavyweights really, of note, and then you've got moving down the weight classes. I mean, Canelo, I suppose you could Mexican, Mexican, but Crawford, okay, but other than those two, I have just kind of named the two biggest stars in boxing. But Tank, Garcia, Haney, Shakur, I don't understand why, but really they should be putting some stock in like Morrell, Benavidez. You're exciting boxers, but whereas but what I'm trying to say is that's not as big as in the UK. I mean, we've got our superstars that are really pioneering the sport, making it so much bigger on the grassroots. Everyone wants to go box now, the grassroots level, the clubs, the ABCs. Boxing gyms are doing brilliantly. They're doing fantastically. And it's because of the people like Conor Benn and Chris Eubank selling out the stadiums that it did. Anthony Joshua doing what he did over in, his whole career, right? Tyson Fury doing what he's done in latter years, certainly. And if they come together, that'll be a huge, huge fight. Nick Ball doing what he's doing up in Wales. They've got the Smiths. You got boxing's in a fantastic space, and you got the women boxing scene on the rise as well. I don't think it's a hot take to say that British boxing's doing fantastic at the moment, but I certainly don't think it's a common take. I don't think a lot of people think that British boxing's doing as well as it is, because believe me, it's doing amazing at the moment. I really think that. It's on its way to being the second biggest sport in the country, overtaking rugby, and I love rugby. And that just shows the state of affairs between where rugby's at and where boxing's at in the UK, and it's going to keep getting that way. And I'm kind of glad. I like rugby, right, but I'm kind of glad. I like to see boxing doing well, because I think boxing's a fantastic sport. I think it has super amazing impacts on the youth and society. And I'd like to see that keep going and see people climb through the ranks in things like Olympics and things like that. I'm all for it, people. You let me know your thoughts. Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? What do you think I've missed? All that stuff in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you leave a like, a comment, subscribe. You know all this stuff works, people. Peace.